Hello and welcome back to day 4 of our Rimworld whole tile build. Things are going smooth so far. Smoothish. We managed to get yesterday, the stockpiles up and running, the storehouse. We managed to almost complete our 3 new houses. We're just finishing up the furniture in the last one. Finally, a small housing district. We have the palace outer and inner walls complete. We got to do flooring, we got to do furniture, we got to do yada yada yada. But the general outline of it is done. We've got a stable laid out for the farm animals that hopefully they're going to like. The temple got finished. And things have generally been going okay. We managed to grow a lot. We managed to get the tailoring industry like really figured out. We finally like teched up our tailoring. So now everybody is getting, well, at least everybody is getting clothing. Apparently they're getting a lot of linen, which we might want to maybe store somewhere, given how much of it we got. But so far things have been pretty smooth. I have a handful of things that we got to get done today. And I think the big one is getting the walls started. The inner solid granite walls, which is going to be the one that goes here towards this, which is going to be a turret. And then here. Those are my like first priority today. I don't even know. I actually was thinking about this a little bit, and I think we're going to remove that little structure right now. Always in our hearts and minds, there must always be a tall panzer. There was a tall panzer, and then he, I think, betrayed us and ran away. But we can have a new one. Cedric Tolpana Umemor, the High Elf Tribal Loner. We did manage to get... No, we were just about to do Turg's Acolyte Ceremony. I have not replaced this shuttle with the correct thing yet, which I do apologize for. It's just some magical iron bird. Are we going to make an inner city and an outer city? Okay, so I was thinking about this a little bit the other night after stream, and there are a handful of things that I want to do. So we'll talk our way through them. Arkard, hello. Welcome. How are you, dude? Welcome on in, welcome on in. I hope the Total War went well today. Dudes, if you don't know Arkard, you should. He's lovely. We go way back. Doing good. How are things with you? I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I just got out of like a 3-day bachelor party weekend. So I'm a little rough for wear today, to say the least. But we're doing a whole tile challenge here in Rimworld with a medieval village. So I know you're coming in from Total War Warhammer. We're sticking with the kind of medieval fantasy style here right now. But we're trying to build up a village that takes up the entirety of the map is the eventual goal. And so far we're okay. We have our inn, which was our starting place. We have a little industry sector over here of like basically farm related things. We've just started a little housing district along with a temple, and our palace and prison just got started up here yesterday. So things have been going smooth. Soon. You're a taken man. I like this idea. It wasn't my bachelor party, I will say that, but it was a bachelor party in Montreal. So it was varying degrees of insanity. I love this. We're starting a ceremony here for Turg to become a noble, and they have decided they're just going to do it in Tolpanzer's house. Let's invite everybody. It's the middle of the night. Wake everybody up and we'll go party. Welcome in Imonyaki and Shushawaka. Thank you for the follows. Welcome to the agency. It's good to have you here. For those of you who are joining who might not know me or might be seeing me for the first time, my name is AgentNumberOne. I am a variety streamer who focuses mostly on strategy-based games. I used to play an insane amount of Total War Warhammer. I still do occasionally. But other games we've played lately have been like Jagged Alliance. We did a lot of Age of Wonders when that came out. And Rimworld is a personal secret favorite of mine, especially if you can throw on a medieval fantasy playlist, mod list. So that's what we're doing. We're trying to raise up a little army full of knights with all sorts of swords and shields and bows And we have some like weird characters in here too. We have like a little satyr who runs around with a flute and just sings songs. We have a minotaur person. We have a couple of elves. Filthy Elgie. I think we have one high elf and one dark elf. Yes. So, you know, they're not going to be getting along. Can't believe you didn't get an invite. No, you would have liked it. It was fun. We did stripper karaoke. Which is pretty much exactly what it sounds like. A very fun time. So I was just going to talk about what kind of our plan for the day's build is and what we wanted to do. The big one is this wall down here. This wall and this turret I want to get for kind of the inner walls. So the idea being that this will be a wall, this will be a wall, and then kind of this will end up being a real wall. And this will be the intersection of the city that are defended against most threats. If things go really bad, we can run back to the palace. But everything outside of this is going to be a lot harder to keep safe due to the way that the waters are. I do want to dig this moat deeper, this water deeper, and I'm actually going to make this like impassable. We're going to dig like deep water here, so this is an ocean. So if anybody spawns in here, which has been a popular spot to be attacked from, they're going to have to come all the way down here and hopefully into this entrance. We have an acolyte title from Turg. He's received the title of acolyte from the Brown Empire, so he skipped yeoman and went straight to acolyte. He has gained his first level of magical attunement and is now our first mage. To use magic, he must build up mana through meditation, yada, yada, yada. He's going to need a throne. He is our ruler. So we are going to have to do the throne room today. And we can figure out what type of mage he is. It was not that great, but it was okay. I received 1 honor as a sign of respect for 11 spectators. What do we get? He is... we can make him whatever we want. Oh, I thought he automatically got assigned one. We can make him an artificer, a bard, a chronomancer, a commander, a conjurer, a cryomancer, a druid, a pyromancer, a telekinetic, or a barbarian, paladin, ranger, rogue. He has 13 melee, double star, double passion. So having him be something like a paladin might actually be pretty cool. His focus types are dignified and morbid. Oh, probably because he's depressive. That's funny. He is also a herald. He represents the faction's best interest, will gladly defend its name. We really need to finish the stables. This stable, yeah. I mean, that's queued up, ready to go. So as soon as they're done this bedroom, which Turg is working on right now, they should move over and work on that stable next. There's no other things queued up. But yes, you're right. It's the beginning of winter, and I want to make sure that we don't have freezing again. You think a druid, an artificer would help with building? He is our resident builder. He is. You're not wrong. He is big on construction, but he's not. What's funny is he's not good at construction. He started with 1 construction and he's at 12 because he's built pretty much this entire village with a bit of help. He is also our main doctor. I don't think druid, because I feel like druid is more for farming herbalore. Rangers marches the bow. Commanders are experts of applying magic to the psyche of their allies for mental boons, improving performance or confidence, can simultaneously break down the minds of their foes. Word of alliance, group link, word of pain, word of protection, mass hallucination. I wish our bard was a bard. Artificers are more for crafting. Yeah. I'm really leaning on paladin. Protection, saving the lives of their colleagues, healing, defending. He's also our medic. He's a frontline melee guy and also a medic. I kind of want to say paladin. Paladin, our paladin king. We're thinking paladin. Looking out for the village, better man can fight. Commander sounds cool too. Word of trust, productivity, binding pulse, word of alliance, group link, word of pain. Commander is definitely a frontline kind of guy. Oh, and Hemo Sage is just like a vampire. A spell called Regrow Limbs. I know, right? That's pretty good. He also gets all the shield abilities so he can protect himself if he goes paladin. All right, let's go pally. We're going to go pally. Pain block or word of healing. I think I'm going to take word of healing. Prevents them bleeding out for 2 minutes. Overshield, disintegrate all incoming projectiles. Skip shield, regrow limbs. Focus. Word of immunity, tripling immunity speed. Ooh, I gotta go word of healing. We gotta get him a throne room. Tobias Turg Kid. All right, well, what is our marble sitch? Not great. Good sirs, I need a throne. And I don't know that we have them. This is a really cool looking mod. So that's it's vanilla Psycasts expanded mixed with Samuel Streamer's RPG overhaul, which just like renames everything into fantasy. Those are the two main mods in there. Can we make a throne? I don't even know that we can. I don't think we have a throne unlocked. Because he's definitely going to have, like, needs now. Actually, he might be okay. Acolyte. He seems all right about it. Yeah, I am. I'm actually literally not seeing the throne here right now. I would have thought it'd been under ideology, but I don't think we have it unlocked. Grand Column. Ooh. Medieval Overhaul Royalty. Wow, that is a big column. Good gravy. Julia's research has been resistance has been broken. She can start being researched. I got like royal bookshelves, grand columns, royal closets. Lecterns. To place scriptures or books to be easily read. Rustic noble chair? I mean, I want to say that that's all we got right now, so that's what he's going to get. And we're going to have to just hope it's good enough. And I will work on the flooring in here too. We'll start to marble it up as best we can. From all the Rimworlds I've watched, what I gather is you pretty much have to play with vanilla expanded. You don't have to, but like there's kind of like no reason not to. It's just so good. I want to say marble herringbone. We don't have fancy marble floors. Herringbone tiles, herringbone bricks. We could do some wood if we wanted. 680. Just for that, this is going to be quite a bit of time. No, you know what? Let's not do it like that. We're gonna change this up a little bit. We're gonna go wooden noble chair because that's still the only one I can get. I don't think this counts for what I need it to do. And we're gonna mostly do wood flooring in this place. I think is what I've had to kind of decide here. But we will do like a little marble pathway because we can be at least a little bit fancy. Is there one that looks better than the others? Yeah. Not overly. I think we're just going to do it just like that. And then we'll do some parquet flooring and the rest of it. We'll do some nice mosaics in bits. Do a little 4x4s. How about this? That'll be nice and fancy. Gotta make it nice, right? And then horizontal parquet for the rest. Well, I sure hope he appreciates what he's getting here, because it is good. We do have a war caravan in town. Would be nice to send somebody down to talk to them. You're extremely bad at this. Let's not send you. You are also really bad at this. All of my good conversation people are in bed. Cassie, when you wake up, you can do it. Lewin is broken down. He's in a sad wandering. And we have one unhinged prisoner. A yeoman of the Brown Empire has been caught in bed with the wrong person. She imprisoned the inappropriate lover in a show of rejection and wants you to keep them caged until the scandal blows over. Sick with blood rot. They will try to break the lover out and seize the story to light. There will be 2 raids of strength times 2. Jesus Christ, are you kidding me? There's no way I'm doing this. We'd get the flop hat of Newton, the Grand Engineer. This is really cool. So there's a mod that creates artifact items based on previous runs we've done. And this is one of our old Newtons had a flop hat. Grants the user Legacy of the Monument Builder buff, which passively improves attributes related to the construction skill. Damn. Built in the Knights of the Craterian style from the Knights of the Crater that we did. I think this was our last medieval run. This boasts hark back to the words of Brian Newton Barnes, the greatest builder of the Rim. Cool. I've never actually had one of these legendary items come back up before. Unfortunately, this is impossible and there's no way in hell we're doing it. Parry on.
AgentNumberOne.
You won the giveaway this morning. Exclamation mark giveaway, my dude. You got a game. You were one of the 2 names pulled in the August draw. Congrats, congrats, congrats. Also, thank you for coming back for 23 months. Much appreciated. Ooh, we can also get permits. Oh, we can also get permits. How many permits am I allowed? 1. Six mercenary. Leather armor, crossbow, and 2-handed axe. 5 light soldiers. Trained in melee and ranged combat. Comes equipped with chain armor, a pike, or a crossbow. Royalty, medieval overhaul royalty. Heavy infantry, crusaders. Steel drop sounds amazing because it could extremely get our industry online, but we don't even have our smithy set up. 40 days. I like the idea of being able to like summon in an army to help defend us, an army of mercenaries especially. Fortunately, it's time to trade first. Get rid of all of our garbage. I'm gonna keep that steel fighting spear. I think that's a good one. And I'll keep an extra one of these longbows. Oh, amazing. I can sell off all this garbage clothing as well. Anything that's damaged, anything that's poor, we can sell. Hey, man, we're making an industry right now with all this clothes. I'm going to keep this one steel fighting spear. Unless I can get something better off of them. A jade demigriff. I mean, that ain't bad. That ain't bad at all. I don't really like anything they have, but I will take all their money. I could sell them Julia. Leather armor, crossbow, and a two-handed axe. Chain armor, a pike, and a crossbow. 5 light soldiers, 6 mercenaries. This one comes from the medieval overhaul of royalty, so I feel like it's going to be better fitted. And now we can call those guys in. We can also use Turk to like heal people now a little bit. Not a ton, but a little bit. At least once they, like if they get wounded, they can get cleaned up faster. We really need somebody to clean this place up. And I want to say it's going to be Blairy. No, I want to say it's going to be Blairal. What else are they doing? Construction, entertaining. Yeah, maybe. It's not a terrible idea. We do have these bedrooms done now. 2 of them are for doubles. So I was going to move in our people who are married. So Blairy and Hans, we're going to get 1. Once they get married. And the other one I think was going to go to Blander and Blairal. Blander and Eubel. Blander actually lives down here though. He's our butcher. So I actually need to uninstall this bed. And install a double fur bed. Tug, my boy. Once you're done eating this delicious baked good, I'm going to have you head over there and get to work. And we're going to end up with more double beds than we need, which is honestly a pretty good thing. I definitely would like to open up the inn today if we can as well. A hungry dragon has been tracking a herd of animals. Uh-oh. A white dragon. It just so happens that you are in the middle of it. You could attempt to tame it, but beware, they may attack even those who offer gifts. You could hunt it for its valuable horn and leather, which are powerful and rare. Yeah, man, I'm gonna hunt a dragon. A silver dragon. Fundamentum. Dragons also just heal really fast. Who is it hunting? Oh, I didn't see. It is hunting these cows. So one thing I could do here is tame these cows if I wanted. Woolly cows are nice because while we have Reveldaires, which make a lot of milk and meat, woolly cows also make woolly fur. But we have sheep So do we really need it? No. What we do need to finish is that, though. Get this bed done. 1,000,000 pounds of sheep wool. Oh, this place is busting with linen right now. This belongs to Blander. Ideology forbids. Nobody's allowed to sleep with each other before marriage, apparently. It's totally against the rules. God forbid. Or gods forbid, I suppose. And now you just want to go play Leather Conga, even though it's about to be work o'clock. All right, eat a bite to eat. Having a bath. It's work o'clock. It's 10. You shouldn't be having a bath at this hour of the day, young man. I appreciate you need to get your recreation up, though, but he did indeed forbade that. Oh, and we also have the booze coming in. This is right. Our research. 392 out of 400 for brewing. Building wooden wall. Excellent. Okay. So he's done his bath. He's going to go fix that stuff up now. You're going to eat these cows when you get hungry. We have our own cows that are being automatically harvested and brought back to the massive meat factory we have going on. Meat and bone factory. We're picking up a new shirt. Could you maybe bring enough wood to, like, finish the wall? I appreciate that you're taking your sweet time here. You really are. You're absolutely going about this in the worst way possible. Research finished. Brewing. Baking is next. Excellent. So anybody can do this now. It doesn't have to be... Previously, the only people who could craft this were people who were also intellectuals, because it counted as research. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, and you can't do that until it's delivered. It's a deconstruct, reconstruct. I see what's happening here. We might have enough people to also get this Growlin online. Who was our best grower? Chocolate Mousse is a double passion. He's our tailor, though. I don't really want him up in the Growlin tree all the time, though. If we turn those Growlins into anabraics, that could work, because they'd be making, like, fur. Hans, Tolpanzer, and Blairy. Hans really is our main farmer. But he's also my researcher, so I definitely don't want him doing it. Tolpanzer, you are herbalore. Animal handling. You could maybe do it. And Blairy is the other one. Oh, Blairy loves herbalore. Triple passion. I'm going to have to start putting badges on people. I'm realizing. Crafting, crafting. You are a crafter. Some things I know to be true. Hans, you are my main researcher. Lander, you are a butcher primarily. Which I think just counts as cooking. Yubel, you're meant to be my blacksmith. Flu viral, I think you're construction. Let's get these loosed out right now. This guy's clearly meant to be a farmer. He could also be animals. But I might make him plants. Cassie's our hunter. We'll put her on animals. That kind of counts. You're obviously a farmer. And you are my... Larry, you're my bard. So what I really want you doing is like... There we go, bard. Perfect. Bard, rogue, druid, chronomancer. Oh, cool. There's actually like a paladin badge here too. And you can get a first glance now that we have like a handful of people. How goes the castle building? Pretty good. Pretty good. We're just getting our stables up and running next. We've gotten a paladin. A group of hunters are passing from the Wargrove of Woe. Mega Hydrus, woolly cow. Oh no. Oh no. A bison is attacking after being harmed by the hunters. That's fine. So here's my big issue is that these guys are going to hunt and they might actually hunt the cows that this dragon wants to eat. You guys kill him? Yeah. All right. You got your bison. I wish these guys hunted the dragon. They're going to get that cow. Are they? Hunters are so funny because I also have hunting with melee weapons enabled. And they just keep getting themselves hurt. So there's a woolly cow here. I'm actually going to leave it. Because there's a cave bear here. And there's a Nox Eternus ancient silver dragon. And I'd rather them not kill me. Bison, on the other hand, we can take that and we can bring that back in. We can make some tasty food out of it. Depending on how this goes as well, this guy might be... Yeah. Do I hunt you? I think I do. You has miscarried due to starvation. Oh! Did not pay attention. Everybody out. Go have some snacks. I love this because they eat all the grass in the fields. Which just makes farming time that much easier for us. My piggies. All right, you guys are starving? No, you seem fine. I think you've eaten some corpses, so. Big issue with this is now I have to find a way to get them all back in, and that takes a bit of time. But they'll get their fair share of food. Once we have, the stable in place. Also, I can just start moving hay there, which is what I really want to be doing. Bison Revenge, you're good. Bison Revenge, that one's gone. That cow is ready to move. That cow I'm not going to touch. I'm running low on wood. Wow. A first time for everything. Turk up here trying to finish these walls. I'm going to throw you on priority everything here because I'm quite finished with this. Drug trial ready. Fine dessert. That's, I guess, because of our baking. I was like, we're suddenly getting a lot of lag. What's causing it? Oh, now I see. Now I see what's going on. I should have known it was 1,000 animals being roped into a pen. That's really funny. That was such a noticeable slowdown. Yeah, it immediately goes back to normal. It slows down a little bit here. Drug trial for dessert. What do you use in place of flour? I mean, what I'm curious about is I don't think... This didn't give me... Drug trial, fine dessert. Observe the effects of a fine dessert by administrating it to living subjects on self-trials. Oh, life is so hard. You better do some fine desserts. It looks like I need chocolate to make fine desserts. Oh, we're going to have bread soon. Bread opens up a lot of cool crafting stuff. All right, let's get these animals back in the pen so we can stop being so choppy. Hash brownies. I mean, they could definitely put a few things in those brownies. There's no doubt about it. All right, I think that's all the animals back in the pen. A lot of people are wearing tattered apparel, it says. Ah, the Ring of Holding. You're wearing a shield, which counts as apparel, and you're wearing the halberd, of course. This is almost done. Oh, he's going to build a hearth here too, so they don't have to freeze in the wintertime. That's kind of nice. Julia should also be... Lewin is in another days. Julia is ready to recruit. Her next attempt should have her. Fitting the guy with chocolate and name is the baker. He's the tailor. He's the tailor. Close though. We don't really have anybody who's a dedicated baker. Like Blander is the butcher. I think Cassie bakes for the most part. Yeah. Cassie's actually a 15 cook. Extreme break risk on Turg. That's fine. Y'all have it. Looks like y'all have it. So those are going to be medical spots. Those can be removed. This can be expanded. That can be removed. And we got a new recruit. Julia. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just... I don't think I have like a trough unlocked yet. An animal trough. I know we have some. We just don't have them unlocked. So I'm going to say zone stockpile. Hey. We could move the straw stockpile. I want to get rid of the hay right now. So this is going to be priority normal. This is going to be priority preferred refill 40%. So people should grab all of the hay out of here and bring it up here. And then the animals can just eat out of this when they get hungry. Look at them go. Look at them go. Are you ready to join the Brown Ocean Pact, Julia? She is. She's a mercenary recruit. She's a psychopath. I can't wait. She's an archer. Julia is a goddamn psycho. I know we have one elven bow left. I want you to get that when you wake up. And then let's get you sorted before we do anything else. Work in the day, dinner at night, recreation, and then sleep. Healer 6. Maybe we can put her down to healer 7, maybe. She is good at hunting. Yes, actually she is. She has a bow. She's good at construction, which is really nice. She's not much of a cook, so I don't think I'll make her that. She really wants to do artwork, but doesn't everybody? Wow, she doesn't do a lot. Hunting and construction, though. I mean, I'll take it. We could put her on fishing as well, in case she has nothing to hunt. We still haven't really had a lot of fishers. So. Oh, I love how everyone is just like trying desperately to get hay in here, and it's so difficult to do. Might be a good idea to put a door on the back of that barn also. Okay. Stable's done. This is being worked on. It's going to take some time, and I'm in no rush. Let's start working on this stuff. Let's start working on the big bigs, the wall. How big is a gate? 3? I guess we can make it however big we need. I'd like to change this up a little bit. Oops. Planning. I'd like to go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Just a smidge. Right now, I don't actually have embrasures I can put into these walls because I don't think we have stone cutting. I suppose we could use palisade embrasures. Actually, I just realized we can't build these walls without stone cutting. These are the wrong type of walls for what I want to do. Oh man, where is stone cutting? It's gonna have to go after baking. Woof. Woof, woof, woof. So what I want to do is I actually want to have walls that we can walk along, because I think that's a really fun idea. At least that's going to be the plan. And hopefully should work well. One more day on the rim. There's always more days on the rim. Such a nice place to spend a day. It's peaceful. It's peaceful with all the horrible murderings that go on the rim. And this is just going to end up being like a barracks. So one thing I was thinking was actually turning this into a turret, a tower that can kind of shoot in a couple directions. And then this wall, you'll be able to walk along and be able to shoot out of it. And then probably like the corner of this is all going to be a barracks here. This is going to be like where the military is. So we're probably going to build like some sort of shootable structure out of this as well. Probably on the corner here. And I'm not really certain how necessary that one's going to be. Because once we dig out this moat, things will have to come around here anyway. I think it's very unlikely anything attacks us on that angle. But, you know, safety first. I wish I could make this building bigger. I guess, technically, I could do that instead. Yeah, we'll do that. This gives them a little bit more room to walk around down here. So damn, man, we need stone cutting. Even the cute animals are equipped to murder you, but yeah, it's nice. The cute animals, such as the cave bear and the silver dragon, which I've actually lost track of. But we have a bunch of alpacas down here we could hunt. Coastal trolls. A family of trolls has moved into the neighborhood. Fantastic. That's sure not to give us any problems whatsoever. I can't imagine that possibly going bad. Man, I want to hunt these alpacas, but there's a lot of predators on the map. You know what? I don't need to hunt animals. I have an insane farm that's overstocking all of my meat piles to a dramatic amount. To a wildly dramatic amount, in fact. So much so that I need to build another meat rack. Is Blairel set to meditate? I don't think she is. Does Blairel do anything else? She does construction. I'd like to have Blairel up here meditating at the anima tree every day. But the reality is that she's kind of on build duty. What are these guys doing? Hypothermia. I think I'm going to hold open this pig pen right now as well. I suppose as long as the pigs are there, unless I have a mountain of bodies to get rid of, I don't need to like lock them in. This graphic mod looks so good. It's a big mod pack. It's not a small one. That's I've been carefully crafting this one for a very long time, many years. But it works well. There's no real conflicts. We've had to do some tweaking with a couple of the settings and like difficulty settings. But it's not been bad. I think we need to start fixing some things here. As we start to turn down the stack thresholds, people should spend less time insisting that all of this stuff is like maxed out all the time. Because I don't need them constantly doing it. What I would like is more people constantly making booze. And I need like a chef to do that. Oh, sorry. What is Julia good at? Construction. We'll give her a construction badge. Actually, if she has a construction badge and Flu Viral has a construction badge, I wouldn't mind taking Blairel off. Blinder, you're cooking. Is this set to just forever? Due until 700. I think we're going through a lot of flour because it is the closest thing to make. So something tells me we're using it in like every recipe. Oh yeah, we also never have vegetables. That's the other part of this. We only have meat. We have an endless supply of meat. What I would really like to do is have more focus on making booze right now than making flour. He says as we're researching like baking ovens. I actually can't believe this. I thought we had so much wheat there was no question about it. We were going to just be like absolutely fine. We were never going to run out of wheat during the winter. And we have gone through it so quickly. Filling up, filling up. Where is Blander? Cooking constantly. Let's maybe hit that to 20. And these are on important. I'm going to go with preferred. Preferred. I'm going to put that on important, and I'm going to put, yeah. Because it'd be cool if they could, you know, have the wheat on hand to actually make the booze that they need to make. There we go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. It's not even all the mods he has on, just the main medieval pack. There's... In that mod list, the exclamation mark mods, that's every mod. That should be all 544. Which I believe is the number. Nice. Oh, this is coming along great. Unfortunately, this does not count as a throne. Complex furniture probably counts as a throne. Oh, the medieval braziers are in here too. Yeah, meditation throne. Well, I'm more concerned about getting our walls up and running than I am about having a throne. Temperature is safe. 4 degrees. I think I'm going to hold this door open. Just realizing that would be... It's safe, but it's very close to being ruined. And all I need to do is open that door and the furnace will heat up that room. It will make it a little colder in here and a little more noisy for her to sleep, but I'm going to say small price to pay right now. Quest available, a tremendous construction. This is our first construction quest. Usually you add or remove some. The dock has 342 lines. Are some of them combined together? Or is something wrong with that mod list? We have a monument of 11 by 15 for the Brown Empire. An arcanium skill cap. We could get honor with this. 11 by 15. That's not that bad. That's about the size of the smithy that I wanted. If I put that in there, we could just modify it afterwards. Or we could like leave part of the smithy outside. Ooh, that's kind of fun, actually. Let's take this quest. It's 8 honor, 6 honor, so we can give that to Turg. Houses collapse due to extreme exhaustion. Dude, what are you doing? Researching up so much? I appreciate that. 445 timber. Requesting you build a monument to express how rotten she is. Must be completed within 18 days, and then needs to stay up for 15 days. Oh, hell yeah. Absolute hell yeah. I can put the smithy right out front there and it will look really cool. Oh, I like the shape of this. Alternatively, there are other places we could put it. I haven't quite decided what we're doing outside these walls yet. You know what? No, we need a place here. We need this smithy. This is like the next big build. I could build it just like that. It'll work. Doesn't look like there are any combined. I put in the word and it said 343. Now I gotta check. That should be all of them. But that does not look like all of them. If you load it into RimPy, it should give you 544. If someone could test that for me, I would be extremely gracious. Extremely gratuitous. If not, I'll run some tests after stream. If not, no big deal. No bigs. All of these should move. All of these should move. And all of this fence can actually go now as well. Not that it's a big rush, but we'll do some screwing around with it regardless. I'll do some testing in a day or two. Dude, maybe wake up and sleep somewhere else. I appreciate that you fell asleep at your desk, but you know, that's not good for anybody. Yes, go off. Go to bed. Blue Viral, Turg, Blairy, Unowned, Cassie. So if these people get married, if my two groups actually get married from their fiancés, 4 of the 6 rooms will be open in here, which would be pretty good. Whaling wood and a tanning liquor. Could you focus on the brewery, actually? We have all of these hops. We don't have a lot of wheat. But I would like to just keep getting more barrels going. Have this as active as possible. Till we get some juice. You can haul that ward after and then go back to there. Where are you going? Why are you hauling wort in here? This is not a room I want wort stored in. Let's have wort stored here. It's got to go anywhere. We might as well go there, you know? Load it up, boys. Scoils. Let's get some booze. Excellent, excellent. Blander was like, all right, we've loaded it. Cassie's doing my job, butchering things, so I might as well do her job and fill this stuff up. Huge bison hides. Bison wool. We can't make like bison, hyenas, timber wolves, Arctic wolves, cougars, panthers, bears. I'm pretty sure I saw an Arctic. I think it was an Arctic coyote. Yeah. If we could hunt some big things and get some carpets, I'd approve of that. I'd be happy with that. Although this, we're automatically going out and harvesting berries and ginseng, kale, anything we can naturally get. This dragon is still around, as is this cave bear. Kind of hoping they fight each other to the death so that I don't have to. Excellent. This is going good. All of our wheat. Our hay stockpiles are doing fine. The throne room is almost finished. We do have some debris back here, but hard to get rid of it. And as awful as it's going to be, oh no, did I accidentally? Dig out some of this wall? I think I did. This is no longer even. That's okay. We might build a treasury or something in here. In the meantime, I'm just going to go smooth surface. Get that cleaned up. Cleaned up, finished up. And we could build a bedroom in... Honestly, we could build a bedroom in the castle to get Turg out of here. Wow, I actually need wood, though. Just kind of a rare one. In the long term, one of the big things I want to do is I actually want to turn this into a logging zone. So my hopes is that I can actually fill this. We'll probably bring down... I want to dig a moat across and connect these two pieces of water. And then we'll have like a wall and a bridge. And then the idea being this is kind of like the royal hunting grounds. So it's going to be all planting zone. And this is going to be like a later game thing. It's going to be all planting zone, all trees, all sorts of like different kinds of trees intertwined. I'm gonna try to make it really nice and mingling. And then I'm going to have like a hunting camp and maybe like a witch's hut down here in a little like campground. So the cute idea is that like people could come in, they could stay out here in the wilds. You know, visitors could hunt down here in the wilds, and it should be full of animals and other awful, horrible things. And hopefully provide enough kind of away from everybody else. It's all going to be trees, but like not really harvested trees, just like planted zones. 43, 48. Yeah, they're good for a while. Meanwhile, we have like the orchards in town. Do we have anybody on mining? I've noticed I've had this highlighted for a very long time. Blander is on mining, but I guess he is constantly got butchering and brewing and baking to do. Well, this is going very well, actually. 48% complete. Now that we have this open, it's also ideal temperature in here, so... Not only will this stuff not go bad, it'll brew faster. Bones. Why are there bones here? Oh. Wort is what's meant to go here. Don't know what happened. Don't know what happened there at all. Oh. Looks like the trolls got hungry and decided to fight the dragon. Or the dragon got hungry and decided to fight the troll. I'm not really sure. He is devouring that troll. Wow. He ate over half of it? Almost half of it? Are there vamps in this playthrough? There are. They're called House Sanguine. We fought a couple of them. We captured one. We had a not this guy, but we had a vampire in our prison for a while. Newton, good morning. Good morning. They are rare, but they do exist. This goes on convert, then recruit, and we've barely converted him at all. I wonder if we shouldn't throw him into like a ceremony. What's going on here? Yubel and Blander are beginning their marriage ceremony. Oh, amazing. Oh, what a joyous time. So cute. Oh, this blueprint is finally done. Wooden mosaics, wooden doors, wooden walls. This is the blacksmith, so maybe making some of it granite would make sense, but... Timber. 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 Yubel and Blander have married. Colonists are celebrating the occasion. Yes, and she's gotten a bed there. Which means she doesn't live here anymore. But this would be a good spot for Cassie, I'm going to say. Wondering if that was a potential route, build the kingdom and become immortal. That could be a fun way to do it. 9 adverts. It's the regular 3 minutes. I think they're just doing shorter ads lately. They auto roll. Pig 1 is starving. Get them some food. Pig 1 is very starving. Nobody has come by to help them. And they don't have access to the burn. Heck, 5 months. Well, that was not that long. Come on, marriage. Animals are starving. People, in fact, are starving. There's like, yeah, this is a good wedding. I'm just going to go have a quick donut. Lewin's in another daze. Because he has minor malnutrition. Get over yourself, Lewin. Oh, great. Okay. Everybody heads to the inn, starts eating. Chocolate's going to go freeze in a pond. Julia, I'm just going to have you quickly run out here and let these pigs out. Troll pans are up at the grave. I love it. I love that people go visit that grave on such regular occasion. So these hungry pigs should be able to figure out how to get up there to the hay. Except they don't, because there's no hay up there. Yeah. Hans, can you rescue that pig? So it seems like the hay only moves like small chunks at a time. I'm going to have to increase this stack threshold, I think. Somebody also needs to feed this pig. Sorry. This hungry hippo. Is that my female pig too? That's my male pig. Is the female pig okay? She already figured out how to get up here? Do we have a female pig? I could have sworn we had a breeding pair of pigs. Oh yeah, there we go. Female pig. We have a breeding pair of pigs and a breeding pair of Gloucesters. Gloucestershires. We just need them to figure themselves out. Hope they might be short. Must have been 30 seconds or 20 seconds. You're finally back. It should be it should show like the total ads, and it should never be over 3 minutes. They're set to auto on 3 minutes. I don't know if I shouldn't. I guess we need a lot of wood and timber for the palace, so maybe leaving that up here is fine. One unhinged prisoner. I shouldn't queue up anything more, not while this needs to be built, because we only have so many days to build the monument. Flu viral is on top of it. Good to see. Help wanted, a nearby settlement. Clara Karaz, that sounds like a dwarf settlement. Their fields have yielded far more than expected. Nagarathi, okay, actually, I think it's Dark Elves. It's also Dark Elves who were unfortunately really far away. And until we start producing packaged meals, it's a bit difficult to send people out. But I tell you what's not difficult. Set up some guest rooms. And so I shall. Price. $50. Turg, Blairy, and Flu Viral are the last ones. Blairy, I kind of maybe want to stay in the inn. I think I might do 5 rooms and Blairy in the inn. Turg moves into the palace, so Flu Viral is our constructor. I don't know where they're going to move in. Little steps. 544 mods in Rimpi? All right. So it does work. I think it's maybe just that like some of the mods that load individually might be like under one Steam name. So it might get them as like a chunk. That's my best guess, at least. What are you? Flower. You don't need to be flower anymore. You can be the same as these guys. It's like we have a sack of flour. It can be anything. Learning frenzy, chocolate mousse. We'll learn skills at twice the rate. For some reason, he's cutting timber. Well, he's okay at crafting. I guess he's got no tailoring to do. He does have no tailoring to do. We have a bit of extra leather, so I could make a few more cowls. Lander is even digging out the sapphires. We might be able to get the well back. That would be really nice. I miss our well. We had a well there and a meteorite fell on it. The gods were like, not today. Boy, this is going to be one hell of a fancy house. Because they're getting all the mosaics. Sorry, are pigs allowed in here? Yeah. Outside of us, like, not being able to move the hay up at a reasonable rate. You brought one hay. Well, thanks, dude. Okay, so something is weird going on with the pigs. I was worried about that. They keep trying to drag the pigs to like a different zone, I guess. I guess the hope is that if we have a lot of bodies, I can make the pigs only eat that stuff, so that works. Lewin is at death's door. You have extreme malnutrition and gutworms. Is anybody coming to save you? Not currently, but I guess... Oh yeah, no, Belarel is there. She's like, get the hell back into the jail. Maybe we could prioritize feeding him instead of washing him. Here's something I don't understand. They have a wooden water tub here. Why did she have to go all the way down this way to try and find water? A little confused about that. Hell of a weight loss regimen. Oh yeah, malnutrition and gutworms. That'll get you every time. The gutworms have been a real big pain, but if they're done on you or almost done on you, that means they're probably almost done on Turg as well. Getting there. No! Hans, it looks like our relationship isn't working out. We should see other people. Blairy and Hans have broken up. They were engaged. That is not great. That is not great at all. It's in fact very sad. Tragedy. This came out okay, but I don't love it. I think maybe once we have some real thrones, it'll look a little better. But poor boy. I know, right? I set them up in the house with the extra bed. Poor Hans has to sleep alone in this house. He's just like barfing all over the stairs. He's like, what's the point? It's not even worth living. This big fancy house in the noble quarter. Yeah. It's just gonna take me longer to get Blairy out of this room. That's what I'm really sad about, is just having to build more houses. Annual Expo. The Central Republic is hosting scientific discoveries. I do not feel like that is our forte. Complex furniture will get us the art bench, so we can get the ominous image. I don't know. I guess I gotta just kind of wait on Hans to get up and get back to research. Clean up all the vomit in your house first. Told Panzer, you should clean your room when you get up too. I do love this, being like, oh, someone's asleep, get them to clean their house when they wake up. Y'all are actually fine. You live very clean houses. This room keeps getting cleaned, which is confusing because I've actually set it not to be cleaned because I wanted it full of blood. Are we almost done? We got one more tree. One more tree. Boom. Turg's knighting ceremony. Let's go. I accept that. I don't even know if we have a suitable place to do that in. Actually, I'm gonna get you to clean the temple. Yubel. I think maybe I might make a bunch of this a dandelion field. It's interesting, they are planting the grass again, which is good to see. Because we can apparently do this in the middle of winter, so this won't take up planting all spring. Which has been occupying a pretty big chunk of time. Boom. Granite well. Critical alert at death's door. Look who's back on the floor again. Blairall, can you take him to bed when you're done eating? Where have we decided? Cassie's house is where we're going to have this ceremony today. Turg is making a cowl? He should not be doing that, but okay. Just wait until he's... Oh, come on. Finish that. You're seconds away. Don't start another one. Begin your bestowing ceremony. Wow, he actually made a good cowl. That's not bad. In fact, one might even say it's good. Raw meat is rotting away. We have literally so much meat. Even though I'm drawing it all out, we can't stay ahead of it. That's amazing. In fact, I can't store dried meat here. Oh, damn. Smoked meat I can, though. I think dried meat is from a different mod. Must be. What are these from? Production, meat rack. Vanilla? Oh, they might just be vanilla. So there are some like advanced smoking stuff we can do. And then we can start like putting that kind of food in there. Are there any faulty RPG items like an enchanted scythe that when in battle it's revealed to be enchanted as minor illusion? It's actually a piece of cardboard. I don't think so. There are like fancy persona weapons and stuff though. We had a terrible bestowing ceremony, possibly the greatest moment in Turg's life. A bestowing ceremony was developed, allowing him to develop a trait: abrasive, jealous, or kind. Turg is an exceptionally agreeable and giving person. He rarely insults others and will sometimes offer kind words to brighten the moods of those around him. He never judges people by their appearance. His agreeableness also makes him more likely to conform to prevailing opinions. Kleptomaniac, steal items. He's a paladin. I could also make him jealous because he is going to be in the palace. More likely to confirm to prevailing opinions. I just like the idea of him saying nice words to people. Kind of sounds like a paladin, yeah. Pew, 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 pew. Turg got the kind trait. He received 2 honor. And we get another point. I'm going to go for word of immunity. Which should be good. So Turg. Yeah, word of immunity. And he has word of healing. We can also call in mercenaries. Do speeches. We got another permit. Ooh, heavy infantry. Heavy soldiers to aid you in battle. 5 heavy soldiers, well trained in melee and ranged combat, comes equipped with full plate mail, 2-handed maces, and heavy crossbows. Are you kidding me? If those are my options, I'm for sure gonna have to take that. Chocolate Moose is making more leather cowls. We have a lot more leather stocking up here. But we actually don't really have a lot of items that use leather because we haven't gotten protective clothing yet. Bone kite shield. Who is not wearing their shield? Turg is not. Turg, why aren't you got your shield equipped? There you go. He probably doesn't like it is why, but extreme malnutrition. Well, at least you've been fed. Your gut worms are gone. Turgs are still active, but we're getting there. He's smoothing walls. This is done. Hans. Resting. I feel like our boy Hans has not been researching very much lately, which I'm not in love with. What if I made part of the castle a library? Originally, I was going to make like a servant's quarters, but what if we made this the dining room and we made this a library? I actually quite like that. And then this would be like a bedroom, or this would be Turg's bedroom. This would be the manager's office. This could just be like food storage, extra food storage. I'm not sure what I do with that one yet. Another anima pod sprout. It's a second Guaran tree. With the rotting meat, I can't really do anything to it. Hopefully the rotting meat will get thrown into the meat rack. Some of it's going in. They're filling it. They're filling it. Dude, I love that we have this like massive milk shelf. Mashed potatoes we can make with milk. But that's about it. I still don't have eggs either. That's the other big farm treat I would like is eggs. Got a little bit of wax, but not very much. The overflow. Stockpile overflow. I think I have to leave this empty until this quest completes. 15 days. I think you get in trouble if you harm it, so. Turg and Julia started a social fight. Hey, Turg, you're a lousy cook, she says. That was hurtful. What was that for? Hey, Turg, you're such a lousy cook. I bet you burn cereal. Turg started beating the tar out of her. Attaboy. That'll teach her. Probably don't go up to the king and insult him. Not the wisest idea you could come up with. Hans. Researching. Great. That's exactly where I wanted to find you. Cooking table. Charcoal brazier. We could make that. Campfires. We could have him study those. He's finished logistics. He's finished gastronomy. So actually, if I made some more stuff here, he would have a better time. If I made like a campfire, he would actually be able to research better. As complicated and hilarious as that is. Temperature, campfire. Charcoal brazier. Honestly, I could just go wooden campfire right now. Then, what about you, Blairl? Can you work on that? Newton, put you in? You're Julia. We actually encountered, Newton. Your flop hat from the last campaign we played showed up as a legendary item. Can he research that? Campfire. He should be able to, but he might just need to finish whatever his current task is, so I'm not going to panic. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I think it's it might actually still be in. It was here. The flop hat of Newton, the Grand Engineer. It had, you can't actually see it here, but it had a bunch of like unique stuff about it. It actually gave passive construction building experience when you wore it. Because in the last campaign we did, you were like our main construction guy. And so you created a legendary hat, I think, when you hit 20 construction. Hungry pen animals, because nobody's moving this hay. I guess we have a lot of hauling to do. The meat's drying out. This is good. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, no problem. This is super high priority. They're like, let's get this meat on the rack. Don't let this go bad. Fill this up immediately. Immediately. This large meat shelf is almost entirely full of just dried meat. In fact, it would be if we just swapped some of this stuff around. Can I make ferment apple juice? I don't know how to just make apple juice. I could make fine carnivore meals. And I'm kind of not seeing any reason because I'm pretty sure the milk also counts as meat. And we have a crazy amount of that milk, so. Beer! Beer! At last, at long-lasting last, we have created beer. Our first 25 beer. Now, do we have a shelf that they go into? Oh, absolutely not. We can only shelf wine. But rest assured, I can cheat this system. I'm gonna have you eat. I'm gonna have you go look at that. You're gonna eat a fine meal, then you're gonna go back to research. Did you, no, you never did figure that out. It's maybe keeping it kind of warm in here, though, so maybe I'll leave it be. You're drinking a beer. Are you... Can you finish the shelf? I want this to be our beer shelf. Beer. Critically important. Hell yeah. That's amazing. I love to see it. We are like just out of wheat though. We have an insane amount of hops. A lot of these are going to go bad. Mulberry must. I'd really like grapes, but we need advanced farming to do that. And honestly, with the winter we have, I don't even know that we can grow grapes. You know, we might not have a long enough season, but I think I remember it was very busy that campaign, if you remember correctly. I think so. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, everybody's just having a nice evening beer at the tavern. Could move that there so it's against the game board. Nobody will ever sit there. It's the perfect spot for it. Hell yeah. Oh, I love it. Chocolate mousse going for 2. He is a Neanderthal. He's a tough boy. Drink, drink, drink. I think I should build another one of these archery posts as well. There's a handful of little things I'd really like to do, such as the log gates to be placed on top of doors. I want to see how that looks, because I think it will look a lot better. Just want to make sure it doesn't accidentally, like, delete my door. Hans is working his way through baking. I mean, sadly, we're through all the wheat. We do have double wheat fields now, though. And, like, in fact... This is something we should probably do, is just make sure that all of this is filled out. This is flax, and I gotta be honest, I really don't think we need that much flax anymore, but I will, that means build a new field, which I might make potatoes. Let's hide these. If you're flax, you're hops. This question is like, what needs sensitivity? Hops are 70%. I'm pretty sure like potatoes are like, I don't need. Yeah, they're extremely not fertile environment dependent, so I'm going to leave potatoes up there. That'll give us a little bit extra. Lewin decided to let the dead rest in peace and cherish his partners more. And the Sun Dragon Riders, the High Elves, have lost Neller to House Sanguine, the vampires. That's a good fight. This guy won't let go of his religion, which is really a problem. To be honest, I would probably just sell this guy if I had the opportunity. I'm not a huge fan of him. Not a big fan. Licked stocks. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the agency. Okay. I can't build stone until we're done this stone cutting. That stone cutting should go really fast is good. And we are grinding up lots of stuff here. I guess we're going to need a lot of granite. Are there any more rocks in town? Yeah, there are. Start getting those moved up. Why don't we, if I can't do that, why don't I just start laying floors? Checkered wood boards? Oh, that's fun. I think I'm going to do vertical planks on the inside. Like that. And then probably like horizontal parquet. That's what this is. We'll do a little mosaic and then a little horizontal parquet in here. And I think the library will do something similar. Group from House Amboise is visiting. People should start staying at the inn now as well, which is really exciting because we can start getting like things like cultural exchange on research. We'll also start making money because we'll start selling them food. If we're having people stay in the inn, the marketplace is going to be a really good idea to get working on. Which means I need to clear out all these rocks anyway, so. I'd like some long tables in here as well. Has kind of always been the plan. We've just been slow at doing it. Could put something here in the corner. Look at these guys. Sleeping on the floor. Not enough beds. Is that the case? Yes. 2 of them are just going to sleep. 3 of them. Can you just not afford bedrooms? 16 silver, 19 silver, 20 silver. We're going to go to $10 beds. Ooh, and yeah, we have to do a new thing, which is also manage areas. Shopping. Pew, 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 bow, bow, bow. And we'll set up that whole zone. So now they can come in, they can buy any food and drink that they want. I'm actually meant to have somebody working on this cash register. definitely don't want all of that stuff for sale. Foods, meals for sure. And like beer, which I guess is under manufactured drugs. Probably not all drugs. Why don't we just say beer for now? Textiles. I feel like we could also sell linen, cloth, and sheep wool. We can definitely sell Blood Moon. Some of our clothing. Oh, there's so many things. What do we call these? Like trousers? Trousers? And tunic? Commoner's tunic? We make those. And doublets. We also make those. Yes, we're done baking. I'd like to think it'd be an easier way to play in Simulator than to play Rimworld. I mean, I'm sure there are. But it's a fun way to do it. Oh, I guess I also have to then say expand shopping area to here. At least until we actually set up the marketplace. I love the way Blood Moon looks. It's so good. The shadow's just so deep. It is a vibe. Blairal is meant to work. On a 5, actually, she's meant to work selling. Which is super high. So I think that means if people want to buy something, they will go to Blairal to buy it. All right, we're starting to have bricks be stored down here because I have too many bricks. Am I okay with that? Everything in here is going to be wood. I'm just going to let them do it. I'm going to let them carry on their wayward sons. Chop down some trees. You guys have nothing to eat, but that frankly sounds like their problem, not mine. And we're done baking. Production. One fermenting barrels. Oven. Large oven. That is a large oven. I think I'm going to go with marble. Actually, what do we have the most of? I have 1,600 granite. Okay, never mind. I'll go with granite. Never you mind. And I think I'm going to do that. And I'm just going to put another one of these flour racks down in the corner. Cooking tools. What about... Isn't there one that's like baking tools? Baking tools. When placed near an oven. Hum, 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 hum. Thinking about like a storage container down there, maybe. Probably another one of these here. You're going to need one of those. And one of those. Oh, that's going to be great. That's like really up and running if that's the case. It's a shame that these guys can't have beer on them. Also, because I'm not really sure where mead is made. I know how to get honey. I do not know how to get mead. Cassie's taking off her pink underpants. Putting something else on? Yes. Correct. Wearing her cute little cowbell. Our people are into some weird stuff. Give them that. Sorry for these dudes that they don't have enough guest beds, but they're going to have to just keep dealing with it. The stone cutting is coming along quite well. I love it. Wakes up, immediately eats a meal, goes out, harvests a pine tree. Yeah, I guess so. He's still on like plant cutting. I'm worried because it's the last day of December, which means spring's about to hit. And the moment spring hits, we're suddenly going to have a lot more planting to do. And a lot more planting means a lot less researching. But baked goods, bread especially, is going to be really so good for us. If we get advanced cooking, I think we can also make cheese. Intermediate cooking? Well, I thought for sure you'd be under cheese. Smoking, grill, vegetable milk, stews. Stews I really want. Aha. Aha. Okay, to make soup, I need advanced cooking for some reason. This feels like it's backwards. And it should be, I need soup cooking to get advanced cooking. But it is not the case. Quiches. Intermediate cooking. Grilled cheeses. Dude, where the hell are cheeses? The smoker, the grill. A vegetable milk press. Soups can be advanced. You're not wrong, but they're also like, I feel like they shouldn't be that that complicated. Ah, here we go. A presser. It's called presser. Cue it. This also is how we get apple juice. You have to press juice. So it's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot to do. Everyone can make soup, just not like everyone can make a tasty soup. Yeah, I think that's fair. Everybody's having beers. I've been very overwhelmed, with which research to take with this mod loadout. There's a lot going on. There is a mod I really like, which is called semi-random research. And it only gives you, when you press like the research button, it brings up a little panel like this. And it only gives you like 3 research choices at a time, kind of like Stellaris. And that can be really fun because that can guide you. If you're doing a like tribal to space age, it's a very, very good one to do. Yubel is pregnant. Oh, Yubel and Blander are having a child. How amazing. Spring has begun. Okay, perfect. Our first Rim baby. Well, we better make sure, if they're going to be having a baby, that we're ready for him. We're gonna need a crib. Tribal crib. A woven basket with a cloth or fur blanket to keep a baby warm. A high-quality crib will make a baby happy. Multiple cribs can be placed into a bedroom without turning it into a barracks. Ooh. Demigriff fur? Spider silk? We do have a spider temple. I feel like a spider silk baby crib is fitting. Especially considering it's Yubel and Blander. And Blander is our dark elf. Which, traditionally, in D&D lore, worship the spider goddess. Lolth. You know what we ended up with? Way too much linen. I think it's okay, though. Do I need this many hops? I don't feel like we do. Let's make something else in here. Even if it's a repeat. Am I making cotton anymore? I guess I'm not. Because we replaced that with garlic. We have garlic, mushrooms, a huge lentil field, a huge onion field, potatoes, a bunch of wheat, hop, cotton, heel root. I mean, the thing is, I really don't need cotton either. Especially because I can spin wool into cotton. Tinctoria? And then everybody could start dyeing their clothing? I'm going to do that. I'm going to do one big season of Tinctoria. We don't even have a dyeing bench. Where do you get the dyeing bench from? Barber's table. We have. We could start painting things, which is really fun because we could start like painting walls white, which is like that very medieval whitewashed look. The noble houses could be painted white. Oh, I kind of love that. Blairy is eating some hay. They're upset because they're exhausted and in heat. Also because they can't figure out how to fly. Spring has sprung. I realize you're now going to have to take care of actual babies. No growth fats. I do not understand this game, but keep playing and I'll be watching. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping the babies are not too complicated a thing for us, given what we have access to. Prototype brick pile. Prototype stonecutters table. Oh, hell yeah. This will make our life much easier. The truth is, it's not necessarily where I need stone to be anymore. This storehouse is unheated, so it's not really hard to me to move a fireplace. Meow 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 meow. I guess I can also just move this once I've made it. Make buckets. slabs, fences, defensive towers. I'm not going to build these massive walls with the towers. Grand grates, pyramids, megaliths, sphinxes, runestones. Oh, I can make so many types of prototype floors. Outdoors? Oh my goodness. I was worried about this happening. When I built this wooden log gate frame, it actually turned my inn outdoors. And now everybody's working a lot slower in here because it's freezing cold inside. Because there's no front door. Comedy. Hey, Noroth. I'm trying to recreate your mod list for my own personal use. I've remembered and one of them found most of the most, and I found most of the missing ones. Only ones I can't find are Captain Tess and Captain Tess. Captain Tess. I'm looking them up. I'm not even seeing any mods that show up with that. Those are the names Rimpy uses. I think they're internal names. TSS. The Elder Scrolls, maybe? Captain. If I was to guess, I would say that those are either the bone mold or trolls from the Elder Scrolls medieval stuff, fantasy stuff. Ran into that too. Vehicles expanded and a bunch of them were missing as well. Weird. Because in theory, it should just download straight into Rimpy and then bit by bit download every single mod. I guess a worry is like it's possible some of the mods are no longer exist on Steam Workshop or they're hidden. It would be strange because they're all available for 1.4. I would say if a mod is just not working, just leave it out of the list and you'll probably be fine. There's more mods than really the list needs. So as long as there's no serious red errors that come up, you should be fine. I know there is some errors with RimQuest because RPG Samuel Streamer, I think, mixes with it. It's not either of those appreciate the help. But yeah, no, not a worry. Captain. I can't think of anything that would be captain related. At all. I can't even think of any one of the mods that would use the word captain in it. Like we have like commander. Yeah, I wouldn't panic. Might be the author's Steam name. A lot of the mods use author's names. Aha. There's a quick way for me to check that. Sort by author. Dubboys into Fluffy, Heckin, Helixian, Rosiac, Jack Roll. I mean, obviously none of these people are captain, but Mile, Murmur, Alchemists, P-6, MJ, Sir Mashed Potatoes, Yeah, I was thinking this. ECSP is what they have under, though. Vanilla Expand, Novaden, EAO, various authors. Colony Groups was like one that maybe might have Captain somewhere in it, but... Ah! Here you go. Cap Muscles. Callouts. And no pawn left behind. Captain Tess is a Rimworld modder. You're also telling me. Well, I mean, I got to look at this now and just see if I can find. Early vehicle parts and simply wheelbarrow are the two mods I have on her, which are related to vehicles expanded. And to be honest, I would use... I found a mod since starting this called Early Neolithic Vehicles, and I would use that instead because it has a wheelbarrow, but it also has like chariots and wagons and a bunch of other cool stuff. Vehicles Expanded is like so new that there's not a lot out for it yet. So I was a little bit limited on what I could add. You know, I think I might make this entire section a firm path instead of this thick path. I like that the firm path is this like really narrow one that kind of like I can use to lead to the back roads. It's cool though, like our people constantly actually use the paths. Winter clearing up all the trees, losing the snow on top of them, chunk by chunk. Warmth. I wonder why they're not in the Rimpy. I will double check that mod list after stream today and make sure that everything is queued up properly as well. Just in case. Just in case. Now this was going to be a library. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could do it either which way. Slowly but surely. We'll fill this bad guy up. And these are... What are these? Wooden vertical plank. Not fancy. But very usable. If we have this done, I would also like to add some grow zones in here. Actually going to pause very quickly while I do this because I'm going to have to do these manually. I just want to add a lot of flowers in here is what I was thinking. A couple different types. What do we actually have in flowers? We have 3 distinct colors of dandelions. Let's go. Roses, tiger lilies, gentian, gardenias. Bluebells, daylilies, dandelion, dandelion, dandelion. Lupines. Jade plants. And sweethearts. I was trying to avoid the succulents in here, but that's all you can do. And then we will end up doing some nice things like lawn plots for the rest of it. I mean, ideally, anima grass is going to occupy the wild amount of this, the vast bulk of it. And I'm not even sure if that will grow if I put down lawn plots. I think lawn plots screws up the tree. So we're going to do that. And then hopefully just like nothing grows on top of it. That'll be fun. I like that. I like for your help. Steam does not allow you to search mods by author's name, but otherwise that could have been easy. Thanks again. I'm looking forward to trying out the list later. Yeah. I mean, that link small for I posted there. Just go to that one and grab those 2 early vehicle parts and wheelbarrows. And you should be absolutely 100% good to go. I try to use Rimp just because it makes it so much easier than, you know, logging into Steam and saying, download this entire list. It's also like, man, making mod lists on Steam takes forever. It would probably take me like 6 hours to put all these mods into a list, which is unnecessarily excessive. So I'm doing my best to avoid it. I'm going to expand this. Grass. Oh, wow. I can cover a bunch of this soil with grass as well. Let's do that. Faction unrest. You've received a message from Liera of the Pink Field Union. Diplomatic troubles with another faction and they want us to help. That's not that far, but I'm always hesitant to go out until we're like really geared up. Milking it. Own 1,000 units of milk for some reason. There's a very good reason. The reason is I have a lot of cows. Oh, I guess we could make leather cloaks for everybody. Can we do that? Yeah, we can. Do until X per person. 1. Count equipped. Count 51% HP. Leather only. A group from Harpamantis. These have to be, yeah, minotaurs. Yeah, so this is one thing I definitely want to dig out a deeper moat here, which is under zone. This is a really time-consuming task, digging moats. But it's also really valuable. Ooh, and actually, I might only be able to dig down to shallow water. I can only dig to shallow water. Ooh, that changes a few things. All right. Here's what it is. Larry Turg Fluviral. Stone cuttings en route. Then we can have a throne room after that. Can we make structure? Yes, these castle walls. This is what I want. Castle walls and braziers. This is what I want to make the actual walls out of. And And I don't want to make him out of JDS castle walls. I really like these castle walls, but they take an insane amount of bricks to make. So I'm simply not going to do that. Yeah, you're gonna have to make a bridge there. And you better believe this is gonna be a heck of a time-consuming process. Perfect. You can then also do this all along here as well. That's going to become a door. I think. Rustic door. And then that is embrasure, 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 embrasure. Let's start with that. See how long it... Because I think Turg is the only one who can actually make these wall pieces right now. And I'm going to fill in all the middle gaps with embrasures. And then we're going to build a little walkway and a little set of stairs up. And it's going to look really cute. I suppose... I might need a door here eventually. When this path comes down. I guess we can do that later on. Yeah, I'm not going to panic about that right now. That will also be a door. The hope is I'm going to be able to have these nice little like ramparts to walk along that we can shoot out of, shoot off of. And then like I might do something about this palisade, but no big rush. If we can nail down a few choke points, that'd be good. Wow, this got planted extremely fast. Everybody is working on the lawn. Oh, cool. Visitors will actually spend their time meditating. Which is so convenient for us. So they will grow... No, they won't grow grass, but they will meditate. Huh. That's curious. It's fine. Our gardens will get nice as time goes on. Do we have... How many days left on this do we have? Active. Tremendous construction, 9.5. I thought only bonded people could. No, anybody who is set to meditate can grow grass at the anima tree. I suppose putting one of these here is also not a bad choice, because Turg can actually meditate on that. He has morbid, so meditating at a grave works for him. Blairy, now is not the time. He's upset because Hans and him broke up. So he's like, I gotta come in here and watch these two just absolutely get at it in the bed. Get it. Oh, no, passed out. It's too hot in the sheets. I vibe with that way too much. Be like, oh, it's hot here. This is too hot for me. I can't do it anymore. Now, you can make all sorts of cool stuff in here. In fact, make any stone blocks. Times 3. Forever. And you, which has 38 work speed, can be destroyed because this has 75 work speed. And we can make so much stuff. I'm kind of the opinion that we finish flooring the palace here, given how far along we are. This is a manager's office. I think we'll do that. This was to be the bedroom. And I guess there's no reason it can't be. Still. I think we're going to go extra bougie with it, though. Lots of nice mosaic in here. And in this room, I really actually haven't decided what to do with this, so I'm just going to put a mosaic in the middle, and then we'll live with that. We'll figure out the rest. Oh my god. Let's go. I looked up the stew debacle in my research tree, and it's not tied behind advanced cooking, just the hearty stews. Maybe because I'm using a fork of Research Pal. Maybe. I actually don't have Research Pal on, because Alchemist abandoned his. And I don't know if that's a good idea or not. Jury is out. Arctic Fox, what are you doing in my town? I was just about to be like, let's go hunt those alpaca. And then I was like, let's not, actually. We have too much stuff. We have a quest available for an outlaw encampment. The great chief of the coalition of Pralia sent us a message. Tribes people in a nearby camp have been raiding their caravan, controlled by the Pink Field Union. There's a bandit camp at the site guarded by 7 tribes people. Goodwill and an arcane shard. Oh, an arcane shard is a Psylink. Oh. I wish that wasn't a caravan quest. Also, I have 2 Anima Nexus seeds? Are you serious? Right now? These are to all go in the royal garden. Bit by bit. I want this whole thing just filled with anima bush. These gonna look real pretty. Using Powell, it still seems to work fine. Yeah, I think it does. I just, I'm always like, I'm just always a little hesitant whenever I see any mod author or anybody be like, oh yeah, we're having problems with this mod. I'm like, okay, immediately it's out of the queue. Harper Mantis have left us 3 exalted medicine. My dudes. Troll Panzer tried to fight a fox. Got beat up. Was like, I'm out. Oh yeah, Troll Panzer's also a barbarian. I keep forgetting about this. He's got the barbarian hammer. So we have a barbarian and a paladin. Cassie, just an absolute sniper with that bow. Shoot it. Cut it up. fill the fire, grab everything, get to work. No, she should have put that in there. I don't know why she didn't. Yeah, all hides are on there. We got to figure out something to do with this bone. I think soup was the answer. Soup is actually the answer, but we're on stews still. And poor Hans, our research boy, has a million things to plant and can't get back to work. Churg, what are you up to? You're building the palace instead of the walls, which makes sense. Tollpanzer, not Trollpanzer. Yes. I don't know. You got this big hammer. You're a barbarian. I feel like Troll also is suited, though. I feel like both fit a little bit. Blander's long happiness has convinced them that life is pretty good. Even out here on the rim, they are now an optimist. Permanent mood effect +6. Almost destroyed the bedroom. That's so passionate, loving things like this are giving. Wow, that's a great. I was like, oh, did he go on a mental break and destroy a bedroom? Nope. Almost destroyed the bedroom. Is this because he's a dark elf? I thought maybe he'd have some, like, sexy time jeans. German, yes, yes. Oh, that's too funny, man. Crisis of belief, Lewin. Oh, yes, let's go. Okay, we're begin conversion ritual. Lewin is in a mental state. As soon as he's done, we can convert him, and then we can start breaking down his resistance. He keeps breaking because he has wanderlust. It's amazing. This is actually being built so fast. Can I plant another tree? I could, right there. That is literally the only spot I can plant it. So I might as well. The Animanexus Palace. Gonna need a lot of these hearths. I'm just realizing. Let's do one there. Let's do one here. Silk and gold for royal stuff. I was just wondering whether or not I had like royal beds. And I absolutely do not. I do have demigriff fur though. Do I have enough for a spider silk fur bed? No. A light magical leather fur bed? No. Sanguine deer, I do, but I feel like demigriff fur is the most royal choice I could go with. Marble end tables. A marble dresser. Interesting, you can't build a cabinet, a closet. You can only build them out of wood. Ah. This requires gold if I want the royal one, which I do, though I don't have any gold. So for right now, I think we're going to have to go with the regular one. I'm okay with that. I'm all right with that. And then we can go rustic table, reinforced table. I didn't really think out the size on this, did I? No, sir, you did not. That's okay. We'll make it do. If that's the case, I think I will go with a smaller one, though. Just to make it nice. We'll go reinforced. Rustic table, 2x4. Rustic table, reinforced. What's fancier? I guess is the question. Rustic table is 28 marble. Reinforced is 28 marble and 10 iron ingots. So that's the choice for me. Oh, I could go. Oh, there we go. That's how I'll do it. And then we could take the throne from there. I can put here. And we can have a couple of regular dining chairs around it. Ah, excellent. Actually, that worked out well in the end. We'll just reinstall this for now. So he'll have his own little private room. We will need some beeswax candles. I'm actually running out of beeswax. Oh, because it was all winter is probably why. We'll get light from there. I think I'll throw, if that's the case, just a candlestick like here for now. And this basic manager's desk. This is also not like the best sized, but we'll put that there. Actually, I think I'll do that and that just because it's goofy. Hands has inspired creativity. A solar flare is running through. It's slowly coming together. It's taking its time, but it's working. This can get filled with artwork once we finally get artwork. Endangered animals. A pair of black-footed ferrets, critically endangered, have come into the area. You can tame them and bring them to safety, and then release them into the wild to repopulate the species. Boost relations with tribal and outlander factions. Cute. There's a dead lynx down here. I'd like to eat that. Ferret farm. Seems like they're just coming straight into town, so... the Central Republic are coming to visit. That's perfect. There's 2 of them. They will stay at the inn. I think right now I just have to let them build. Let them cook, as the kids say. Turkey Boy's got his hands filled. Hands got his nap filled. Chunks can move, can move. I'm really at the point now where it's starting to be like I can clear out any chunks I find. Especially now that we have stone working up. Move, move, move. That's all the chunks in town. Excellent. We have a bathroom here, a bathroom here, a bathroom here. There's not a bathroom in the palace yet. We didn't know what we were going to make this room. It might be a royal bathhouse. That makes sense because the pool is out here. I could do that. Every inn needs ferrets. It's fitting. It's fitting for the inn. It could do. A couple more here. Sorry for spying, Blander. Go get it, girl. Or were they at it again? God. I mean, good for them. But also, first trimester. Okay. Trying to keep an eye. Little bits. Nav Geo. Thank you for 5 months. Welcome, welcome. Much appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're getting some fall weather. Some tasty fall weather. Can we do these not prototypes? No, we have to do them prototypes. Make salt. But that's apothecary salt. Which is different from tallow salt. Yeah. Which I have no idea how to make. Sup, Eagle? Fairs are good for keeping the rats away. I mean, I don't think we have a big rat problem, do we? We did have those boom rats for a while. Oh, they're so cute. What's the whole tile challenge? The plan is to build on the entire tile. All this will be filled by the time we are done. This does include like farming tiles, pasture tiles, forest tiles. Most of this is going to end up being like the king's hunting ground. So it's going to end up just being trees, but it's going to be like trees in a grow zone and a couple of other stuff outbuilt in it. But the idea is to build, I think it's within 5 squares of the edge of the map to occupy everything with something. So you got our first rain in a long time today. Needed it. Nice. I love a good rain. We had this like amazing rainy Sunday and it was so cozy. I was exhausted and I was just like, oh, all I want to do all day is sleep. Really curious if their kid will be half elf or take one of the races of the parents. Yeah, it should take a mix of the xenobiology, which is pretty cool. Why is all this grass dead? Is it because of the basilisk? Does dead grass grow? I don't think it do. I don't think it do. We had a basilisk run through in the very early phases, and it killed every plant that it touched. And I think because I have a mod on, here we go, all that just popped. I have a mod on that when your animals eat grass, it doesn't die. So I think maybe the dead grass is not dying. This is all the tall grass that we planted in the winter. Which seems to be working exceptionally well. So we're going to expand it out a little bit. I mean, we have a lot of animals right now, and to be honest, we probably should be getting rid of more of them than we do, especially considering our milk stockpile. Like I set us to have 6 female adult cows because I was like, we need milk. And now I'm like, we got a lot of milk. But also, we don't have cheese yet. And cheese will chew through milk. Actually, ferrets hunt rats. Oh. Well, that's good to know. It could be handy in the long run. Good luck. Thank you. It's been going smooth so far. We have a quarter of it done. I think once we fill out the market, the sauna, and whatever goes here, I think this might be like a boiler. That could be cool. That could be, oh, actually, that wouldn't be bad if we had like the boiler and the lumber mill built here and the smithy built there. Yeah. Yeah, that's a cool one. And I think there is, yeah, archery sign. So like this guy's going to become the blacksmith eventually. And then a boiler there would work really, really well. How do I want to build that? That's enough room to get around the water. If I did it like this, I could just have a separate bedroom, separate housing. I think let's go a little bit over here because I talked about putting. We're gonna have a sauna. We're gonna have a spa and sauna in here. I'd like this to be a little bit shorter. I think I'm going to have this go up a little bit as well. If that's the case, let's actually do this. That'll be the bedroom. And this will be a boiler lumber mill. I'm gonna have the door be there. The door will be there. Because I like that more. We haven't really figured out how this is going to look yet. Probably something like that. We have a fireplace here or here. The bed. This is the big thing. A dire boar. That'll work. I like that. That's good. Haven't been sure what to build there, so. Did I get big storms up north in Canada? We had 3 days of awesome thunderstorms in New England area. Ooh. We had... Not really. We had like a bit of a cloudy, rainy day, but we had a big heat wave all last week. So we never really got the big storms to break it up. Just a little bit of rain. Seeing other people play Rimworld always makes me wish I was better at planning and designing whole setups. I mean, I love doing these villages. Like, they're my favorite way to play Rimworld with these medieval mods. It's such a joy every time. For me. The library is being built here. Which, I should actually move this research desk up. Now that we have the room for that. You're going to get a real chair. A noble chair or a dining chair? I guess a noble chair. You will also for sure need... Well, you're going to need a fireplace. We'll just do it like that. And then this is going to have... As weird as it is, I think it's just going to be like cupboards of books. And then lecterns. try something like that. I don't know if that's really the right look. I mean, that could look very good. Let's try that for now. And these are going to have books, unfinished books, insert relic books, loot book. I will need room for probably a writer's desk in here as well, but you know what? I'm not going to worry about that right now because a writing desk is a long time away. And I might even move the library to another part of the map eventually, but right now it feels like a noble thing, so. Oh yeah, the lindworm. Thank you. A pack of lindworms. Oh, geez. Okay, it's only one lindworm. So that's a threat. That's a real threat. Because that lindworm will eventually try to eat someone. It's unlikely to leave. It is very likely to eat someone. Side note, try to entertain. Shopping area, shopping. I didn't realize I didn't have that selected. I'm going to make that the default. I'd like to have some people who are entertaining to be entertaining the visitors, and I'd like them to be able to shop wherever they need to shop. It's going to be like a pseudo school. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it could totally operate as the school, too, which is great because we do have a child coming in. I keep forgetting that children are like a thing in Rimworld now. The worm could be like a giant spider and starve to death. Yeah, that's true. But he came based on an event. The spider just wandered in. So I'd be a little bit more hesitant. Got so much Tinctoria. Such an unnecessary amount of Tinctoria. I'm probably going to end up making this like pumpkins or mushrooms or something of the sort afterwards. Nora, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the agency. We're still planting the lawn, which I'm going to be honest, doesn't look as good as I hoped. But also there's a bunch of brambles in the way. I didn't think brambles could grow on lawn, which makes me think that anything probably can grow on lawn. I wonder, there's a good trick. If I make all of this pathway a grow zone, but I say nothing's allowed to grow on it, nothing's allowed to be planted on it, they should still come and cut all the other plants. In fact, I could actually just allow grass to grow on it. Thinking about it. Boop, boop, boop. Ah, and of course, right, because there's meditation circles on there. Can we tame it and leave it outside the gates to defend the lindworm? 80% chance of failure. I don't know when it gets hungry, if it's like 20% or 0%. I think it's 20%. Pine trees, pine trees. It might just like attack a villager, a visitor, I should say. We have enough people. We could fight it. It will be a mean combat because we don't really have a lot of people in armor. This is the big thing right now is I'm hesitant to fight things unless I have to. I could call in a bunch of mercenaries to fight it for free. Some of you will die, but that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Yeah, let's get Turk. This is your bed now, buddy. Congratulations. An excellent demi-griff fur double bed, engraved with the portrayal of a macaw sitting on a table holding a sledgehammer. The work makes the viewer think of Rampage. It's an interesting contrast. The scene takes place on the outskirts of a campsite. He did such a good job making the bed. It literally became artwork. Title: Despair. Absolutely love it, dudes. Killer. The more I think about this, I think the more hiring a group of mercenaries to fight this landworm is a good idea. It's in the middle of my town. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. We still have heavy infantry as well. Yes, look at him. He's like, I'm gonna eat this carnivorous fine meal in my fancy bedroom. So let's get you outside and call some mercs down. Oh, it's like immediate. Wow, they hang glide in. Okay. I didn't quite understand how this would work. U-Bowl, Do-Bowl, Schluble, and Blueble. And then Newton, you're actually an archer, so you go down here with Cassie Blairy. Guys, don't run away from the Lindworm, please. Man, if I knew they came that fast, I would have waited until the last minute to do this. This is not going to work. Because they're going to all be looking the wrong way. Go, 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 go. I'm gonna have the three of them like that. Excellent. Oh, they go right to it. And they have crossbows. Do I want to help them? I don't know that I do. I think they have this in the bag by the look of it. Death in 11. Jesus, man. These guys didn't even get hit. Turk is like, I'll finish it off. No problem. Whatcha? So fingers crossed, they actually will just help us defend this. Can we move the royal table down a tile so the throne sheet faces us? Yeah, we could. I feel like facing the room makes a little bit more sense, though. But I guess Turg would probably sit in it more if it was the other way. Help get rid of a few of my cows. I mean, the cows automatically get slaughtered when they get of age right now. The cows are what are actually keeping us alive because that's where all of our food comes from. Uh-oh. Death in 10 hours. Beaten up by a lindworm. Somebody wouldn't mind. I feel like there's no reason to just let them die. If and we don't have to. Dudes, the palace is done. I mean, it's the basics. But the flooring is all in. The walls are all in. I'm pretty pleased. The outer walls are being made. There is something, I think it's under security. Guard spots. What does this button do? Right. Right. Cool. So these guys are actually meant to go to those spots when they come in. Oh, yeah. They're all wearing excellent equipment. No wonder. No wonder they barely took a licking. One of them got tagged up a little bit, but not too bad, right? And our guys have like shields and metal armor. I mean, our frontliners, Hans, Turk, and Blander, have shields and metal armor at least. Turk stealing XP. Loves to do it. Just gutting it. Carrion wax. The apiary is resting because the temperature is below 10 degrees. I guess it's early spring still, so that's not too surprising. Maybe we make him a little window to look out for Miss Seed if it's facing southward. Yes, once we get more advanced buildings. Right now we can make windows, but they don't, they bleed cold really badly. So I'm a little hesitant to use them. Reinforced trenches. Ooh. 247 work for each one of these? Is this because they're prototypes? That is not so nicey spicy. It might actually just be because they're castle walls, but oh man, that's a lot. That's a heck of a lot. Illogical! Hello! Oh, come on in. Thank you so much for the raid, my dude. Welcome, welcome. Let me give you the shouts. This colony looks so nice. I'm very, very happy with it right now. Ooh, back on the XCOM. Glad to see it, dude. Glad to see it. We're doing a medieval whole tile build, so we're trying to grow out and occupy the entire map as a medieval village. Today, we really had to focus on the palace. We floored out the whole palace. Started a throne room, a library, the royal bedroom, the manager's office. It's been, honestly, it's been a bit of a slow day for building right now, but it's been like, we had to get through the end of winter, and then the palace took a lot of time. But right now, it's spring. We've got everything planted. We've got fancy trees. We've got the palace garden almost finished. And we are about to finish stone crafting. Oh, I didn't realize this. Steel slag chunks came down when all of those guys showed up, who are now leaving. Slag, steel slag chunk. This is going to be where the smithy is in a little bit, so we might as well move those in there. There's one of them out here too. Perfect, perfect. Not even gold floors. Dude, we have no gold. I actually don't have enough gold to even make royal furniture. In fact, I don't even have most royal furniture unlocked yet in the tech tree. We are pretty basic. It's more of a fort than it is a palace. But it is getting nicer over time. Storeroom. Oh, I guess it's because we haven't moved the research bench. I hope. I hope that's why. I think I'm going to set up one more manager task, which we haven't done yet, which is trees. And I'm going to say only fully matured pine trees, oak trees, birch trees, Cornish, poplar, teak. Target count of 500. I feel like we can probably do a lot more than that. Only allow logging in the home zone. I want to say a lot more than that. I'm actually going to double it because we're like out of wood right now. Yeah, are we? This is 16 stacks of 75. So that's at least that's about 1,000 wood, which is great because we have all these other little wood stockpiles in everybody's home, and I'd like to have them done. Some resources have been wasted. I was actually hoping that he could go out here and work on one of these embrasures instead. And I'll tell you why. Because the embrasure counts as a prototype, and if he finishes it, he'll finish a prototype section. And then I think that will complete the research. Visitors from Central Republic are leaving. They've really enjoyed their stay so much that they left us 8 sapphires. Nice. Dudes, once we start making jewelry. Stone cutting. You no longer need to prioritize that. I don't really care what you do anymore. 1,200 in that? Okay, perfect, perfect. And the posture check, thank you so much. Give me up and right. Not falling down. Everyone can build this now. It's no longer prototype walls, which means I can also start putting in all of those embrasures. That is gonna take a lot of time. I didn't realize these took 200 and almost 250 work to build. Let's make something fancy out of him. A hat. Nice fancy dragon hat. I hope I get enough straw this year. What I'd like to do is replace this with one of these straw piles. And then they can just eat that instead. Straw is meant to give them much more food than hay. So fingers crossed that'll work. What's the whole tile challenge? The whole tile challenge is the goal is to build within the entire tile to, I think, around like 5 to the edge. But it is to fill up everything, be it with pastures, farms, land, built floors, whatever have you. It is to build a village that takes up the entire map. And we're cruising. We're doing like okay right now. Once we start having, now that we have stone, I can actually do the rest of my roads. I think the walls are more important, but I designed all of these roads to have brick on the outside of them. So it would be dirt in the middle and then like sidewalks on either side. The raging fire of Berserk gradually faded under the timely rainfall of reason, leaving more deadly soldiers. Lewin has become brave. Hey, can we convert you? Yes is the answer. 70%. I can't believe I'm doing this in the middle of the workday. But Lewin loves having mental breaks because of his religion, his ideology. Arctic Coyote has self-tamed. We will probably sell him. Let's get him down here into the Spider Temple and have him converted. A jangly Jester's hat. With all that skin, I can make a whole suit. I mean, we could probably make something pretty good out of the Lindworm. And the Lindworm is like really good defensive quality, so. Cassie talked about love and hate. We hate the religion you have. We love ours. Mankind's history. Well, you know, if you want to have a history, you should probably flip and stop being upset. That would make you less upset about the moral structures of the universe. And then you'd actually join our colony and belong in it. You're scared, but you'll only have to be scared if you don't join us. It's the right choice. Conversion ritual complete. Masterful. Old beliefs seem to dissolve effortlessly and inevitably, and our true knowledge was accepted. Your development points went up by 2 from 6 to 8. At 10, we can add something to our ideology, which is very exciting. Let's stuff this dweeb in here. Yes, and it is correct. He did become part of the Nuchadine Creed. Oh, man. All right, so he's going to break so much less now. He still has recreation starved, but I don't know why, because he has a dice game here. I guess he just doesn't like it. This is the worst. We keep failing while building walls as well, so it resets the build back to 250. Good luck, have fun with the whole tile. It's a tricky challenge for sure, but it's going well so far. A lot of the outer stuff I've decided is going to be like, this is going to mostly be grow zones for forest with a few cool little like hunters cabins and witches cabins and stuff in it. I think this is largely going to probably be like maybe expanded pens and then like wheat fields. I'm mostly thinking the outer stuff is going to be farming because it's so hard to defend it, and we're going to require insane amounts of wheat to stay alive as our colony grows. Letting us bake. My God, dudes, I haven't done anything with the bakery. Sweet rolls, 100 bread. This is a cooking table. Why did I build a cooking table in here? I needed an oven. That is entirely the wrong thing. Bake bread 100. Do until 100. Pause when satisfied. Unpause at 50? That seems extremely excessive, but also like, hell, why not, dudes? We have a nearby settlement wants help to harvest their fields. Unfortunately, we have a lot to do, so. Haven't even committed to the whole tile part. Relearning how to do everything on medieval, let alone modded, is hard enough. Yeah, we did, last year we did a modded run. That went really well. A medieval modded run. We built a village and we ended up taking about 50% of the map. And we really crammed everything in. Like, I want to say like this was the size of our main area. And we had all of these buildings that existed in that area. So things were really small. Like most houses were about that large. And one of the different things we did in that was we did a classic. It's kind of a classic thing they have in medieval where most houses have little yards off of them like this. And all of the industry took place in those like little backyards. This time around, I've done the tanners back there because tanning stuff is disgusting in real life. So I thought that would be suitable. I really want to do this quest for this arcane shard. Seven tribes people. I would want like 5 people on that quest. No, it just doesn't feel... I like, we don't really have any good trump cards yet. We have a barbarian and we have a paladin, but they're very, very low level. So I'm extra hesitant to send them out to their deaths. Peace talks with House Sanguine. This is the vampire house. Oh, we failed to do that. That's fine. Never you mind. Dies! Once we get complex furniture, hopefully, we can start working on those dies. This is gorgeous. I'm quite pleased with how this is looking right now. I'd like it to be done. But in terms of a royal garden, I'm okay with it. Turg, you have 13 construction. You are building granite walls. What is going on? Is this because I queued them all up? Jesus, it is, isn't it? We have to cancel all of these. I see what happened. So we queued those up when we were doing the earlier start of that build when they were still in research. So he's actually failing not because his construction is high, but because his intellectual is low. And every one of these are building at 30% right now. Oh. Also, rebuilding them, they don't take 250 work because they're not prototypes anymore. They only take 83. Sold. I think that's good. This is right when I started watching you and Jess. Excellent. Jess is lovely. Just a great individual. So much fun hearing you play with mods. You're just taking regular Rimworld banter, and then suddenly, oh, we have a paladin and a barbarian. They're low level. Yes. I actually got to put the barbarian tag on Toll here. I keep forgetting to do this. Where is he? Berserker? Chronomancer, Legate, Telekinetic, Conjurer, Primal, Necro, Summoner, Pyro, Cryo, Electro, Scion. I guess Berserker is what he is. And you know what else? He should probably be up here. So far, he hasn't betrayed us, and I'm very grateful for that. Oh, this is so much faster now. Amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So if we got that arcane shard, I could probably get this bard. Laryl the Bird. Trying to figure out how I want to do our meditations. I think I'm going to do it like that. 53 beer. I mean, we're out of any more beer coming in, but it's good to see we have a little stockpile going. Bard for a shard. So, I mean, I think because she is a bit of a natural bard, I can probably just have her level up through the anima tree. Certainly that's what I'm gunning for. Complex furniture, stews, vegetable pot, boiled lentils with onions, simple stews. We're pretty much going to stop making meals once we have access to stews, and I'm just going to make stews because they're, I think, just more interesting. I'd really like that moved. You're going to bed, though. Can you do it? Well, let's make this a library. Laboratory, very impressive. Yes. He's got the fireplace next to him. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Goodness gracious. Okay. The palace is done. The wall is properly started. We got through a big chunk of research. We witnessed a marriage, a knighting ceremony. We built a hilarious little temple here to somebody that we can tear down in a few days and turn into the smithy. Well, we don't need to tear it down, but we will modify it as much as possible. I think that's where we're going to leave it for the day. I think that's it. It's a perfect spot. It's a perfect spot. We're on the new schedule. So streams are running a little bit shorter now. We're going 5 days a week, Monday to Friday, but we're going to be doing 4-hour streams instead. So thank you for joining me for a little bit of Rimworld.